Lay down, bud. Please. Lay down. Watercolor classes is what these women were talking about in front of me. The philosopher's note this morning is on change your diet, change your mind. The book in the library that caught my eye was, to my knowledge, a new addition to the collection. Your story counts. My co-star this morning said, surrender to deep feeling. Listening to a at Luna Rose Divine Tarot channel, she talks about not waiting for love, external love to love myself, which, yeah, is what I've been doing on a very subconscious level. Oh, that's interesting. I just had the thought that when I discover these subconscious beliefs and patterns, I do whatever it takes to change it, which as of late has been to surrender to deep feeling. And I thought about a journal entry about people ignoring the truth that they've just discovered. Why is this difficult? It's difficult. I need some water. I'm gonna have to start over. Oh, douche. Is a clean take too much to ask for? Excuse you, bud. Okay, fine. We'll walk first, I guess. Walk first, or should I try again? Okay. Watercolor classes is what these women were talking about in front of me. The philosopher's note this morning is on change your diet, change your mind. I don't know how to speak it. I don't know. I can do this now because my roommate just left. I feel free. Free as a bird, free as a plane. Birds are more free. Free as a bird, just birds. Okay. Water class. Watercolor classes is what these women were talking about in front of me. The philosopher's note this morning is on change your diet, change your mind. The book in the library that caught my eye was, to my knowledge, a new addition into the collection. Okay, maybe I should start this out as what I am about to read is my journal entry from today, January 16th, 2025. And it is a glimpse into my chaotic, I can't even say it, into my chaotic mind, where I just list things I hear, and I have some realizations, and I talk about what songs are playing at the coffee shop where I'm at when I'm writing this. Yeah, it's enjoy. Okay. Watercolor classes is what these women were talking about in front of me. The philosopher's note this morning is on change your diet, change your mind. The book in the library that caught my eye was, to my knowledge, a new addition to the collection. Your story counts. My co-star this morning said, surrender to deep feeling. Listening to a at Luna Rose Divine Tarot channel, she talks about not waiting for love, external love to love myself, which, yeah, is what I've been doing on a very subconscious level. Oh, that's interesting. I just had the thought that when I discover these subconscious beliefs and patterns, I do whatever it takes to change it, which as of late has been to surrender to deep feeling. And I thought about a journal entry about people ignoring the truth that they've discovered. And I used the cancer diagnosis example. That's why we suffer. It's in the resistance to accepting what we've learned about ourselves because it's often quite painful. And when we continue to resist, it only becomes more painful. But when we face it, when we acknowledge it, and when we feel it, it transforms into something incredibly beautiful. I'm also thinking of the little bit I wrote this morning about leaving our inner child hanging. And I'm thinking of the lost souls in the movie Soul. They just needed to be seen by themselves. They just needed to face themselves. They just needed to face themselves instead of running away scared. And then the dark stuff, the suffering, fell away. The only way out is through, and not accepting prolongs the journey and creates suffering. And that brings up the philosopher's note on the 7 principles for making marriage work and the bids for attention or bids for connection. We can either turn away or turn toward. And when we think of it within ourselves and our inner child bidding for our attention, when we turn away, we get further and further away from ourselves. We're avoiding, ignoring, and ultimately creating our own suffering. Whoa. All that makes me need to use the restroom. LOL. Always pottying. Okay, that was a lot. Re-listening to this channel, letting go of the need to perform and the need to be something / a certain way for someone else. You are not chess. You are not checkers. You are the entire game itself. You don't have to grasp. You don't have to search. Keep your secrets close. Reveal the truth, but don't give yourself away to the point of sacrificing your well-being. You still have to be what you wish to receive. Listening to a Cassie DeSero channel, and she reiterated much of the same. Knowing worth, no longer accepting energies that are low and don't recognize my worth, and don't wait, I am the creator. Write my story. Okay, so I know what I wrote about before, and sharing my truth is all related to turning toward myself and accepting my truth. How do I express it without sacrificing myself? Going to listen to Never Been Kissed article, one moment. Okay. It would be hard to explain what I learned and how I learned it without sharing this humiliating story. Found myself. Path to self-discovery. You know who you are. I think I'm in love with you. Last night I wrote about not saying I love you because it is too easy to say. So to express and surrender to my deep feelings exactly as they are. No filter, no easy way around, just through. What is my truth, Leah? People say that someone's eyes are a window to their soul. I can confirm. That's why I can't look into yours. In the arms of an angel is playing. It's like looking into a storm and seeing a ship that doesn't look like it has the best chances. My kryptonite. It's the savior complex. Had I not learned the many lessons that come from sacrificing oneself far too many times, had I not learned how to say no, how to create boundaries, or how to accept people don't always want help, and that I was taking away their opportunity to learn their own lessons by inserting myself. Had I not learned all of this, you would have killed me. Well, I would have killed myself by trying to save you. I recognize the reflection of my past self in your eyes. She's been hanging on for a long while now. She doesn't know that when she finally lets go, she won't fall into a pit of darkness. She'll fly out of it. Thinking out loud is playing. Maybe it's all a part of the plan. I'll just keep making the same mistakes, hoping you understand. This is where I get stuck. We found love right where we are. You could have killed me, but I used you to heal myself because I'm not who I once was. I saw it all so differently. I didn't allow what was yours to become mine. That would have killed me also. It felt like playing with fire, and I did burn myself a few times, but that's life. I let your energy in. I let it in as far as I could without absorbing it. I let myself feel the excitement of my presence. I let myself feel the giggly, giddy, childish, want to jump up and down adrenaline at hearing my own laugh. I let myself feel my heart beat hard and fast to the rhythm of witnessing myself overcome a challenge. I let myself feel the magic and the power in how I carry myself, how I move in the world. I let myself feel the awe at just the thought of me or something I said. I let myself feel, just for a moment, what it was like to stand on the pedestal you had me on, knowing you needed to take me down. I let myself feel the warmth and see the light of my energy. I let myself feel at home. I let myself feel something I realized I had never felt before from another person: unconditional love and acceptance. I let myself feel chosen. And then the feelings changed, but I still let myself feel them. I'm a curious person. Suddenly, I felt confused, scared, and unworthy. I still let myself feel it. I let myself feel the fear. I let myself feel unworthy. I let myself feel the suffering that occurs when one isn't honest with themselves, the suffering that occurs when one wants what is to be different. I let myself feel the pressure and pull from others and their expectations. I let myself feel it all until my oxygen tank emptied and my last breath carried me to the surface. I let myself feel the water carry me as I floated on my back. And when my strength returned, I swam to shore to find myself waiting with open arms. I realized I had been on that ship I saw in your eyes, and I had left myself waiting for my safe return, waiting for me to choose myself. All those feelings I had let myself feel were yours, and they led me to myself. What was yours did become mine. But this time I saved myself, and now you have to save yourself. I believe in you, just as you believed in me. I like it. I've been here so long. That's okay, Leah. Okay, I think it's time to walk it out. I love you, little weirdo, and I'm so fucking proud of you.